Yo, what's up guys? Dan here real quick. Just a heads up, this video was recorded going into the second game of the Seattle series. So stats may be off, but I will have the correct updated ones on the screen.
All right, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're all having a great day. It has been too long since I did one of these videos. I think the last one I did was like middle of June. I told you guys I was doing them every single month. Guess I slacked a little bit. But we're back with the player rankings. Of course, we're doing it the same way as always via the tier list. So if you guys enjoy this, drop a like on this video, subscribe if you are new. But let's get into it. Randomized order, starting off with Albert Abreu. So he's actually been really good.
All right, never mind. He just blew a lead, and I'm putting this in after or while I'm editing. I no longer stand by any positive thing I say about Albert Abreu. He's ass.
Miguel Andujar just recalled because Matt Carpenter broken foot. That's very unfortunate. But, you know, me, Mr. Optimistic, I'm going to try to hold out hope that, they said 6 to 8 week timetable. Theoretically, that puts him as a potential postseason player for the Yankees in October. So, knock on wood, let's hope for that. Miguel Andujar, I'm just going to put neutral because he hasn't really played all that much this year. He is playing well in AAA, though. I think he has an OPS like over 830. So, Andrew Benintendi, they didn't update his Yankee picture. All I have is a Royals PNG of him. But, he's heating up a little bit. I feel like in the Cardinals series is when we finally saw him kind of discover his stroke. And this is kind of go for all the players that have been traded for so far. They're all really just going to go in the neutral category. So, spoiler alert, Benintendi, Frankie Montas, Scott Efros, I'm probably going to put those guys in the neutral category. Aroldis Chapman looking good lately, and not only is he looking good, he has a swagger back, which we know. When Chapman does that stare, that means he's feeling good, which is huge for him. Confidence is definitely, I feel like more than any pitcher in the bullpen, that's the biggest for Chapman. ERA is still at like 4.5, so I can't put him, in the good category just yet. I'm going to put him in the need to see more. Definitely on the upwards trend. Still, though, it's about 4 or 5 appearances of pitching well, so still need to prove it a little bit. Moving on, Garrett Cole. I kind of went out Cole for the first time, really as him being a Yankee the other day, and that was, gave up 6 runs against the Mariners, and it's gotten to the point now where, listen, I'll defend Cole. He's a very good pitcher. He is the ace of the New York Yankees. He's one of the best pitchers in baseball, no doubt about it. But these 5 and 6 run outings have been happening too much. He's given up the lead numerous times over the last, I feel like, month's worth of starts. When you factor in the expectations, which we are doing for these videos, I can't put him in the great category. He's just going to go in good. Josh Donaldson, another guy getting hot lately. Kind of the same deal with Chapman. At this point, he'll probably just stay in the not good, but he's climbing his way out of there. It's an optimistic not good. So his hot hitting has him at a 105 OPS plus, so he is now considered to be an above average bat, which is good. So he's too good of a hitter in his career to, I feel like, put him at neutral. I'm going to keep him in the not good, but hey, maybe by the time I do this video next month in September, could we see Josh Donaldson in the good category? I think it's possible with the way he's hitting lately. But for now, we'll keep him in not good. Scott Efros had a bad game the other day, but same deal as Benintendi. Trade deadline guys, I'm just going to have to keep in the neutral / need to see more category. Because simply it's just way too early to judge those guys at all. Domingo Germán, he's kind of gotten lucky, but he has put up like solid starts the last 2 times out. I'm going to put him in the neutral. Kind of the same deal. Not enough sample size really to make an opinion about him anyways. Gleyber Torres, he's kind of the opposite deal as Donaldson, having a good season but struggling as of late. I'm still going to keep him in the good category so far. He's down to a 117 OPS plus, still has a WAR over 2, 16 home runs. Gleyber, you're just going to go in the good category, trending down. Kind of unfortunate because, you asked me, basically at the All-Star break, he would have been in the great category, no doubt. And I think that's where I put him last time. Maybe not, but good for now, which is still solid. If you told me at the beginning of the year we get in a 117 OPS plus Gleyber on pace for like a WAR over 4, I think we would definitely take that. Aaron Hicks, my no slander ban that I put on Aaron Hicks after his game-tying homer against the Astros, which was awesome, maybe a top 3 moment of the season. I said I was going to slander him, and he made it quite easy afterwards because he was hitting the hell out of the ball really up until the All-Star break. But since in the second half he has not been good. Not only has he just not been good, he's been brutal. I'm going to put him in the awful category. Kyle Higashioka, he's going in the awful category as well. He has a 69 OPS plus this season, which is terrible. For those who aren't familiar with the stat, it's 100 is league average. So Higgy being at 69 means he's been 31% worse than a league average hitter. And not to mention the ERA when you compare to how the pitchers on the Yankees are throwing to Trevino compared to how they're throwing to Higashioka, it's a stark difference. They're a way better pitching staff when Trevino is catching compared to Higgy. So all in all, both behind the plate and at the dish, Hitting wise, Higgy has not been good this year, so he goes into the awful category. Clay Holmes struggling lately, but still overall, I think I'll put him in the great category, especially because if you're gonna struggle, now's the time to do it. We're kind of in the dog days. He does concern me a little bit because he's just not looking good as of late, but I'm gonna give him at least until September, until I'm like fully concerned about him going into October. Right now, like I said, this is the time that you want to struggle. Giancarlo Stanton, he is currently injured, which I don't know if I mentioned this in the beginning of the video, just to make it simple, because I don't want to give a grade on what I consider to be incomplete right now. So far, Stanton would have been in the good category, but I'm just going to put every injured player in the injured category. Speaking of, Matt Carpenter, you're going to go in the injured category, but if he were healthy, he would go in the incredible, no doubt. Luis Severino also injured. I just realized what happened with this. I downloaded the injured players PNGs at the very end. That's why they're stacked. But before the injury, was having a great year, 3.45 ERA and 16 starts, so he would have been at least in the good category, if not great. IKF, man, I feel bad because IKF's a great guy, very accountable, clearly loves being a Yankee, which you guys know means a lot to me. But, some of you guys out there may be still kind of into the whole batting average thing, which is fine. I think batting average does serve its purpose. But, his 271 batting average that he has is a very empty 271. All he does is hit singles. It's pretty much singles and ground balls. And when you heard that he was a defensive whiz coming over, and he has not only not been close to that, he's been below average defensively at short. He really hasn't filled his role as a stopgap shortstop. So if he was playing solid defense, I would put him at least in neutral. Hell, probably even good. But he hasn't been doing that, so I want to put him in the not good category. And for those who don't know, I haven't really made a video about it, but I'm definitely on the call-up Oswald Peraza train, no doubt about it. Aaron Judge, let's shine some light on the season he is having. 44 homers, on pace for 65 on the season. 303, 391, 677 slash line, a 196 OPS plus, meaning he's been 96% better than a league average player. Absolutely insane. Already an F4 over 7. Insane. Aaron Judge having one of the best seasons in Yankee history, one of the best seasons in baseball history. He's a lock to break Maris, and he's flirting with Bonds. I've been saying it all season long. There is a chance Judge could break Bonds, and just think about it. Judge has yet to have a 3-homer game, which may be surprising. Say he does. He already has, I think, the most multi-homer games of any player in Yankee history. If he hits 3, all of a sudden, the Bonds chase is going to be very legit, if not already. But nonetheless, I think it's quite obvious where Aaron Judge is headed. The incredible category. I think last time out I even made a whole separate tier. That's what he deserves. DJ LeMahieu, I think I'm putting him in the incredible category as well. His slash line's up to 290, 393 on base, 434 slugging, 12 homers, a 142 OPS plus, and an F4 just below 4. We are back to 2019 DJ, and he might be even better because when you compare to how the rest of the league is performing offensively, he's right around where he was in 2019. And the defense is even better, particularly at third. So, I don't know, guys. Comment down below right now before I do it. Is DJ going in the great or the incredible category? All right, he's joining Judge in the incredible tier. Jonathan Loáisiga, definitely in. I'm going to put him in the awful category. He struggled with some injuries this year, really just one with his arm or whatever it was, to be honest. I forget off the top of my head. Has not looked too good coming off the IL, and he's going to be a big piece, or should, we hope he's going to be a big piece. He does still have options left, so if things get so bad, which they're kind of already trending that direction, there is going to be a case to be made why is Ron Marnacchio rotting down in AAA while Loáisiga can't get an out at the big leagues? Tim LeCastro, put him in good, or great even, because he served his role perfectly. Pinch runner off the bench, he'll be on the playoff roster, I think, no doubt. It's all about expectations, and when he needs to steal base, he steals a base, plays solid defense in the outfield as well. Don't really expect him to hit, so I don't care that his offensive numbers aren't really there. He serves his role, so that's an easy great. Why is Loáisiga in here twice? Did I forget? Who am I missing? That means I'm definitely missing somebody on this list. Is it Miguel Castro? Okay, he's on the injured list, so this is another. Pretend that Loáisiga is Miguel Castro because he's going in the injured category. Marwin, he hasn't really been hitting lately, so actually I'm going to put him in the not good category. Close to neutral, though. Switch hitter off the bench is always solid, and he has played solid defense off my odd test. I'd say better than IKF's. So close to neutral, but because of his, I think my boy Kyle was telling me that he hasn't had a hit in over a month. So hasn't been good as of late. That drops him down to the not good category. Frankie Montas, neutral. First start was definitely rough, but his quote was awesome afterwards. He said, "It's not my first start that'll matter, it'll be the last one," which I love. That kind of just, if there were any sour feelings towards that first outing as a Yankee, I was like, all right, whatever, that's a good ass quote, I'll take that. Nestor Cortez, man, I think Nestor, he's not going to go in the incredible category, but outside of Judge and DJ, Nestor's going to be the highest rated player on this list. He's at the top of the grade tier, if I could do it that way. Having a great season. 20 starts now, 112 innings pitched, a 2.57 ERA. And what's really good to see with Nestor is that he had a little bit of adversity. He had 2 or 3 starts, I think, in June to end the month that just weren't good. And you start to think, all right, is this like a regression to the means now? Is he going to, obviously he wasn't going to be a 1.5 ERA pitcher, but he's now going to be like there were some that were worried that like Nestor, maybe he's just not going to be good at all. But nah, he's turned it back up. And yeah, 2.57 ERA, having a great year. He goes in the great category. Anthony Rizzo, he's dealing with back problems, but he's not on the IL, so he doesn't go in the injured category. He's having a great year. OPS in like the 850 range. 27 homers, 347 on base, 511 slugging, 142 OPS plus. I'm going to put him in a very high good, or should I go great? You guys may disagree with this. I think he's going to be just below great, just a tad below. But yeah, very high good. James Tyone turned in a good start last night against Seattle. 7 innings, 3 runs, so maybe that's a positive trend. But after a really good first 2 months, he has not been good overall as of late. I'm going to put him, he's in the need to see more category. Jose Trevino, just talked to him for the first time today. We had him on Toe in the Slab, which is dropping Wednesday the 10th on the Toe in the Slab YouTube channel. Shout out to that. But yeah, Jose having a great year, 3.3. F4 has been tremendous behind the plate. Hitting above average. He's going to go in the great category. I think we can all agree on that. Lou Trevino just acquired, so he's going to go in the neutral. And Wandy Peralta to close it off. I'll just put you in the good category. He's been solid, frustrating at times. Has come through into big moments. Has also not come through into big moments. That's the list, guys. What do you think? Where do you disagree or agree with me on here? Did I do anything outlandish? Did it kind of fit your expectations, what you would have done too? I'll put the link down in the description below if you guys want to make a tier list yourself. And yeah, that's going to do it for this video, guys. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Let's go Yankees.